options does someone have when they don't want to do the same financial behaviors as their parents?
Unlimited
Unlimited
options.
options, yeah. And the thing is, and you know what? I love this question. There's I don't know where this idea comes from, but I have heard it many times that there's like the whole family lineage and legacy and carry on the family name and shit like that.
Very important.
It's very important, right? It is like lineage, it would be I guess a simpler word to use,
I guess.
um, but the thing is, if your parents aren't in the position that you would wish for yourself, why would you copy them? Right? So let's say that you want to be someone that's wealthy, but your parents aren't necessarily that.
Oh my God.
Right? Like, why would you follow what your parents are telling you? It's not that your parents' word has no value. In fact, it has great value to the point in which they got to. But when it comes to things that are beyond that,
learning what not to do.
When it comes to things beyond that, your parents can't tell you, right? So like everything that your parent has told you up until this point has gotten your parents to where they are, okay? And if you follow in those footsteps, you'll get to where they are, right? You'll do that. I don't know when you'll get there, but you'll get to where they are. But your parents can't tell you anything beyond that because that's as far as they got, okay? So I know nowadays this isn't so much a thing, but long ago, before there was Google Maps, you had to actually use the map, right? You had to go to 7-Eleven or the corner store, and you had to get a map of like a region so that you could drive, right? And maybe you get lost in the map. So then you go to a gas station or someone to ask, hey, I don't know where the fuck I'm at. So, hey, can you direct me? Can you tell me how to get to this route? I don't know where I am. Can you help me identify where I am on this map? Okay. Then they go, yeah, you're here. You want to get here. So how you get here is you go out here, you go to take a right, this, and another. Great. Now they can tell you how to get there. Someone who's never did that route can't tell you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They can't tell you. It's the same with your parents.
But they might pretend they could tell you. They might be like, oh yeah, you want to make all this money. Here's what you got to do. You got to invest stocks and fucking get a 401k. Okay,
yeah.
Great.
You know what's funny? Actually, this happened back last July.
Oh boy.
Me and Mandy were outside, and this guy was talking to this other guy about how to get rich. And
I remember that.
Yeah.
Was when the restaurant guy.
Yeah. Chop. Yeah. This guy was sitting there telling the other guy how to get rich. And I happened to overhear this because we were outside. And I said, you know what? Watch this. And I just went up to the guy and asked him, I said, do you do any of those things? Well, no, not me. But this is what people who I know have done. I said, do you know they've done that? You just said you're telling us all kinds of stuff.
He's not talking to you at all.
Well, actually, he was.
Well,
because
he wasn't.
No, he was because he was speaking, like looking directly at me as he's talking and this and other. Like I at first wasn't like I didn't know I was being talked to until he starts looking at me while he's talking.
Oh, so he's just like
and he's telling me, he's preaching
to the world.
So that's why I asked if he does any of this stuff. Because otherwise I would have just left it alone.
He opened himself up.
But I'm like, you're talking to me, so I'm going to respond. And I just asked if he was doing any of that. It was just simple. It's a simple question.
Crickets.
In nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. Right? So I was just like, it goes to your point. That does happen quite a bit. People say things that.
Yeah. Well, you can learn from people who have done it, who have achieved a certain amount of income or wealth or whatever. And you can also learn what not to do from a lot of different people, no matter where they are in life. But yeah, there's unlimited options.
Yeah.
There's so many different things you can do. So many different perspectives. Nobody has the correct perspective. You get
for real.
You get to decide what works for you, what you like to do, and move forward with those things and discover your own path to the life that you would like to be living, even if you don't know what that looks like right now. Your parents do not have the last say in how that works.